Hello and welcome. My name's Josh and this is a new boxing channel called Josh D Boxing. This is a channel where I'm going to share my thoughts, my opinions on all the top boxing stories. And if you like what you see, like what you hear, please give me a like and subscribe below. Even if you disagree with my opinions, please write your comments below as well. Because this is a channel where I want to hear your thoughts and your opinions, as well as sharing my thoughts and opinions on all the top boxing stories. So before I start, I guess the question is, where do I sit as a boxing fan? Because I know that there are channels on here with hardcore fight fans and hardcore YouTubers, and also others who are a bit more casual. I kind of see myself in the middle, so I don't see myself as an encyclopedia of knowledge and someone that's going to be talking specifically in depth about movement in the ring and tactics and stuff like that. But at the same time, I don't see myself as a casual. I kind of see myself somewhere down the middle. That will kind of dabble into both a little bit. But yeah, I kind of see myself as someone in the middle, somewhere along those lines. But as I said, if you like what you see, like what you hear, please like and subscribe. So let's see what's been going on in the boxing world. And before I start going into it, I just want to say a massive shout out to all who organise the Ring Magazine Awards. Again, a special shout out to His Excellency as well. If you don't know what that is, the Ring Magazine Awards was this weekend, and it was the Oscars of boxing. That's the best way for me to describe it. Awards were given out for top fighter of the year, round of the year, knockout of the year. There was a special award as well in terms of a lifetime award that was given out to Don King for his contribution in boxing. But it was just a great opportunity for current boxers and legends to come together to celebrate the sport. And I think that's what we need, because when I think about it, we got it in football. And we've got it in other sports as well, where you have an award. I know you've got it in F1 as well, Formula 1, at the end of the F1 season, if I'm not mistaken, where people come together and the awards are given out. And I thought to myself, and I've been thinking, and I know some fans as well have been thinking about it, where's an award show for boxing? And yeah, Turkey and the team, massive shout out for you guys to do that. I thought it was brilliant. I was completely engrossed by it for the 3 hours on a Saturday. So yeah, that was really cool. In terms of looking on Twitter, or should I say X, looking on X after, a few people put out pictures of the night, and it was super interesting to see AJ face to face with Bakoli. Bakoli tweeted that, and he said AJ versus Bakoli in Africa. Now, I'm going to be the first person to say, and I'm sure people have said it before, let's go. We need to see that fight in Africa. Do you know what? We just need to see a fight, a real season card in Africa. I've always said we have fights in the UK, we have fights in America, we have fights in Australia, we have fights in Asia. Why are we not having fights in Africa? Big fights in Africa, big cards in Africa. Because Africa's got a really good boxing supporter base, and loads of people in Africa would come to stadiums to watch fighters fight. So like I'm all for it. And if we could get the two big names, definitely AJ, like one of the biggest names, faces of boxing, and Martin Bakoli to fight in Africa, I'm all for it. In terms of who I would pick right now to win, probably say Bakoli. I think that at the moment his confidence is high. We can't forget what happened to AJ against Dubois, so I would definitely say Bakoli at the moment. But that can always change, because again, if AJ was to have a confidence boosting fight, and he looked good, my opinion might change on that. So, but going back to the tweet that I saw, I was all for it, and we need to have a big fight in Africa, 100%. And I saw a couple of other tweets that went out as well. I assume it's later on in the night. Later on in the night, we saw a picture with most of the people that I attended the awards show, and someone put out a tweet saying, "Who's missing?" And I thought, well, everyone's there. And then when I thought about it, I thought, wait a second, no, there's a few people that are missing. And one of the people that I thought was missing was Terence Crawford. Canelo was at the awards event, but where was Terence? I assume he would have been invited. He's a Riyadh season ambassador, if I'm not mistaken, and we didn't see him. Fortunately, I recently saw a tweet with Terence and Turkey. So me trying to put on my Cluedo hat here, thought, well, we've seen Terence and Turkey, we've seen Canelo and Turkey. Are we going to see Canelo versus Terence maybe this year? And again, I think Turkey was on a video, or done a video with Carl Froch, and he said one of his 5 fights that he wants to see this year is Crawford and Canelo, or Canelo and Crawford. I want to see that fight, and I think by having Crawford there in that conversation, I think potentially that's a fight that we will see this year. I know in the past, Canelo, it seemed like Canelo was happy to be in the US, and I know he might still be under the PBC banner, but it was great to see Canelo there, potentially conversations with Turkey as well. Crawford, conversations with Turkey. Let's just make this fight happen. One of those big fights in 2025. Let's get it crossed off. It's been a great 2024 previously. Let's make it even bit better in 2025 with those two fighting. Another person I saw as well, let me just put this up before I say something that I shouldn't. Tank wasn't too happy. He said this: they want to act like this guy is good for boxing. Apparently Turkey's not good for boxing in Tank's eyes, when he's not good at the S word. This guy knows the S word about boxing. Clearly, Tank not a fan. Interesting not to see him there. That's the first thing. Let's be honest, he's one of the faces of boxing as well. It would have been great to see him there. I don't know why. Maybe he wasn't invited. I don't know why. I'm not clued up in that sense, and I don't have information on that. Possibly more might come out later. But yeah, he is not too happy about it. But yeah, it'll be great to see him at another award show, whether it be Ring Magazine or something like that, where he can be there, because he is one of the faces of boxing, and he's a big name. He's a big name, and let's be honest, we want to see big fights, and in seeing big fights, Tank is one of those guys that is a big fighter, and he will bring eyeballs to the sport. So I'm hoping that we see Tank at an award show sooner rather than later. Okay, so that was the Ring Magazine. I'm going to keep it short today. I might touch on a couple of other things in another video. A quick one. Alexander Usyk said that he'll pick Tyson Fury to beat Anthony Joshua. I think a lot of people at the moment would, if I'm honest with you. He was given an interview with Kugan Cassius on IFL TV. He said, "My friend Greedy Belly," that's what he calls Tyson Fury, but he did say maybe, I don't know, maybe Joshua. I think a lot of people at the moment would be picking Usyk. Picking Fury to beat AJ. I think just at this present time, although both of them are coming off a loss, I think Fury has a little bit more confidence. And I don't think he's gone down that Father Time hill yet. I think he's still above where Joshua is. And I think in that sense, he would beat Joshua at this present time. I should say at this present time. If Joshua was to have a confidence fight, who knows? It could be a different story. We could be having a different conversation. But I think Usyk, just like a lot of other people, are correct in saying that I think at the moment Fury would be the favourite for that. Before I finish, I just want to touch on the Ring Magazine as well. Ryan Garcia. He was in the middle of a couple of things over the weekend. It was great because it brings stories, but I don't know if you saw Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn. So I think Conor Benn was doing an interview. Ryan Garcia comes in, and there's a little bit of argy-bargy especially on the side of Conor Ben, said, look, you're in my city, you can't talk rubbish like that, in the nicest way possible, in me putting it. So that was interesting in seeing. And then we saw Devin Haney as well, waiting outside of a hotel, guys. And Ryan Garcia was there, and he walked straight into the minibus. I wanted to hear something, I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe I just wanted I wanted that popcorn moment. I just wanted to hear Ryan Garcia say something to Devin Haney, which he didn't. But it was just really, really entertaining. Let's get Ryan Garcia back in the ring as soon as possible after the ban. I think there's some really, really big fights for him. I think there's just some really big fights in boxing in general in that kind of division. Whether it be 140, 147 pound. I just want to see those big fights this year. So yeah. But guys, thank you very much for watching the video. As I said, if you like what I've said, even if you don't like what I've said and you've got some comments, please write them down in the comment section. Like and subscribe. I keep saying that, like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll be posting some things later on in the week. Thank you very much, guys. Peace.